Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, you found The Local Show with Tom and Steve right here on 570 WSYR 106.9 FM. And, of course, YouTube. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, you don't know what you're missing. Well, or maybe you do. But, check it
There's
out.
some weird stuff on YouTube, Tom.
Yeah, it is.
Not on our channel, of course.
I've been watching all the videos on AI, trying to really bone up on my life crushing
Did it
and
creep
crumbling.
you up? Did it creep you out at all?
Well, it doesn't creep me out. It's very real, and one of the things that I'm fascinated with is the AI voices.
Right.
And of course, people being a voiceover person, I'm just watching the bedrock of my life eroding because you can put somebody on that you just type in the script. And the AI is doing a phenomenal job these days. Now they have emotion, so you have AI that can emote.
Yeah, I mean, I use
And all
Speechify
that.
for documents a lot.
Yeah, well, you can do that
but
too.
it's very automated,
Yeah,
reading
it
the
sounds
thing
it,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
And even then it's got the English
Right.
dude, but this is different. And,
Yes,
and
yeah,
you're
it's
absolutely
very-
you're
so there's
right.
a lot of good things and ways to automate, and of course you have to figure out how to innovate, how to use the new technology to your advantage.
Let's imagine
But-
were involved in local baseball. Would umpires ever become irrelevant, Tom?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Of
well
course,
maybe we could. We'll have to ask somebody.
Actually, I thought baseball was going out to left field when they came out with the Wii, because you could actually play baseball
Can't help
with
himself.
the Wii. Anyway, we're going to talk with Jason Smorol right now. He's the general manager of the Syracuse Mets. How are you, Jason?
I am super awesome. Good
Excellent.
morning, that gentleman.
Jason, I don't know, you're on the radio all the time and TV and doing all your PR stuff, but I don't know if people really know Jason. Like, are you from Syracuse?
Oh, yeah, born and raised.
Okay.
I'm a North Syracuse boy. My father was a West Ender, and I went to Allen Road Elementary and
Oh, yeah.
St. Rose of Lima and Bishop Grimes High School.
Okay.
And,
No kidding.
I was gonna say
worked all
CNS,
over the place around town. I used to work at the Magic Car Wash downtown.
I remember that,
And Williams
yes.
Grocery and Meat Fair. And
Okay.
I was a caddy at Lakeshore Country Club.
So, yeah, you've done it. You've been involved.
Oh, yeah.
You're double feet in. So, what brought you to the Mets? How long have you been there now?
It's going into my 10th year.
That is amazing.
I thought he was there like 20 years. But
No, I remember that you showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was, I can't believe it's been after this year. Next year will be our 10th
I remember
year.
we rolled you out. Like, here's a new guy.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Who the heck is he?"
They did say that. Yeah.
Well, my
And
friends
worse.
were like, "How does Smorol get to be the GM of the Chiefs?"
I read that they were
Phenomenal.
desperate was the thing at the time.
They probably
You've
were.
done a phenomenal job, though. I was there for an event, and I hadn't been there for an event in a while. Like, I saw a couple of games, but my wife works for Pathfinder Bank.
Okay.
So they had a little soiree up
Yep.
there,
Yep.
with the hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. And that was really cool.
It's great, isn't it?
The food was great. The seats were awesome.
Yeah. Did you go just this past season?
Just this past season.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
The new stadium looks beautiful.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Was there a game?
Yes, of course. It was a
But
game.
seriously, I say that tongue in cheek.
100% because
You lose
people
yourself.
come and we do a lot with groups and we do a lot with whether it's
Yeah.
the suites or the hospitality events. And when you get a group of 50 people or 75 people or 100 people, whatever it is, there's 25 of them watching the game.
Yeah.
There's 25 of them just sitting in the back talking to each other.
Yeah.
There's 25 of them just kind of walking around. So it's a nice place to have an event because you're not locked into something. So if you want to watch the game, you watch the game. You want to just hang out and talk to your friends, you talk to your friends. You want to walk around and see everybody in the community that you haven't seen in a while,
can do
you'll
that
end up
too.
knowing somebody that's in the ballpark. So
Well-
it's just a nice, unique place to have your function.
Yeah.
And being a bigwig that I am,
Yeah.
getting
You are a big
invited
shot.
all over the place.
Yes.
I would rather go there than the Dome. I gotta be honest with you,
Tom.
I'd rather be in the
We better
stadium.
not say this on the radio.
You know what? Here's what I know. It's our show, Tom.
Yeah, we could do it.
First time
Yeah.
in 4 years, I agree with you. Just to be clear, there's a chill. I don't have to walk. I don't have to park. I don't
do
have
it
to get fleeced.
every
I
once.
don't have to. I feel like I'm part of something.
and it's
at the
clean
ballpark
and fun.
It's just a different vibe, you know.
Yeah,
and
it
now
is.
we have, you know, the new stadium is so beautiful, and you have those berms, and the kids are playing on the ends. Just the energy is there. It's just a much more, like you said, chill. It's just a laid back kind of a vibe.
You know, I mean, imagine thinking, you know, it's a nice summer night. Why don't we go to the Dome? I'd rather. It's not me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they got air conditioning now, so
well,
it wouldn't
it's
be
fine.
9 million degrees in
You know,
there.
Maybe a little
people are kind and offer us tickets, and we've been to some things there and things. But you know what? It's not chill.
And the food was good at your place.
really great.
Better
So
than-
are there umpires? I want to know about the umpires. Tell me about
What
this.
about
We still have human umpires.
Okay. For how long?
So they're still working on it. I think we're always going to have human umpires. So what it is it's automated balls and strikes. So what they're doing, they did this in the Pacific Coast League, which is the AAA on the West Coast, and they did it in one team in the International League, which is the league that we're in Charlotte, last season, and they did it in the Florida State League, and this year they're just expanding it to all of AAA. So all of the AAA teams now will have this automatic balls and strikes. Regular umpires crews are there. They're still figuring out how they're going to do it.
Okay.
You know, so if it's going to be just automatic balls and strikes, where the computer tells you whether it's just like you see when you're watching the World Series or the playoff
Right.
games, that little box. It's just like that. So that's all installed and ready to go at the stadium. And
Nice.
and you know, so that thing will call it and it'll whisper in the umpire's ear and it'll say strike.
Wait.
And
So
he'll make a strike call with his arm and that's a strike.
Oh, I thought he's
But
been
if
like
they-
drinking a beer, so he's actually got to still do something.
Well, he still has to do the plays of the plate, and you
Yeah,
got to make
all
sure
that.
guys are, you know, there's still other other stuff that umpires
Yeah.
do other than miscall balls and strikes.
They have to absorb all the profanity from
But
the
then there might be a challenge system
Yeah.
where the batter can challenge. So then the umpire is actually calling the balls and strikes. And then if the batter thinks that it is a ball and not a strike, he can challenge. And then it goes to review. And then if you get the call right, then you do not lose a challenge. And if you get the call wrong, you lose a challenge. You get 3 challenges per game.
Can you imagine the heckler yelling, "The computer's blind!" You know what I mean? you know,
Yelling at the computer.
The memes.
And we got it installed. I mean, they don't always think. I don't know that they look at a map when the Major League Baseball comes and puts these things in. So they're like, "Hey, we need to install this in your stadium." And we're like, "Well, you better hurry up because it's November and it's going to be very cold very soon." So they snuck it in. We got it in. It's all calibrated and ready to go.
Good. Speaking of winter, what happens at the ballpark over the winter?
We're busy, you know. We're busy selling, so you know
Really?
we're doing all of the unfun stuff, you know, budgets and administrative stuff, and end of season interviews, the staff. But we're selling season tickets, flex plans, all the hospitality events, all the groups. But we also did the fun stuff, is where we get to come up with, you know, if we're going to do the Bark in the Parks or Pride Day or
Okay,
what
right.
bobbleheads that we're going to do. So it's a lot of work. We, you know, opening day is 69 days away.
It's really not that
Who's
far.
counting?
Yeah.
But who's counting? Exactly.
So on the heels of that, as you're planning, is there anything that we can look forward to that might be different than you did last year?
We're still working. You know, we're still working on those things. You know,
Okay.
we've kind of gotten to a point, you know, over these 10 years, where we stop doing things that don't work, and we just kind of make little slight adjustments. You know, every year we have 75 games, so we know that we're going to do the Bark in the Parks. We know we're going to keep doing Dollar Thursday. We know we're going to keep doing the fireworks. We have booked 26 fireworks shows right now.
Gotcha.
You know, we know that these Jersey.
Concerts? Any concerts? Or?
We're not really in the concert business.
Okay.
You know, we got the amphitheater for that, and you got to put the protecting floor down, so it's just an
okay.
extra
Yeah.
added cost. So
Okay.
we always investigate those things, but they never come to fruition once they find out that you can't, that you got to protect the field.
Good time to get seasons tickets so I can be
It's a great time to get season tickets. So we sell season tickets. We sell them all year, but the first Saturday in March is when individual tickets go on sale. So once you buy an individual seat, and if somebody wanted a season ticket there, you couldn't sell to them. So we sell a lot of season tickets, and they're great. They're great ideas for businesses, right? So if
Right,
you have,
you give away.
you give them away, and there's nice things about us, right? We have 75 games, which is a lot of games to go to. The only reason I go to 75 games is because I work there.
Yeah.
We do have a few fans that come to all 75 games, and they're fantastic. You know, but if you're a business and you have a sales force, and you know, if you have 10 salespeople, you know, out there, let them, you know, to give them to some of their
And they
customers.
can
If you have 10 staff, you know, all of a sudden they split. But the nice thing, the secret sauce to our season tickets, are there's never an unused season ticket. So when it's cold and horrible in April, and you don't go to 4 games, You have 4 season tickets.
You can
4
use them.
times 4. You can exchange those tickets to any game you want.
Very good.
Syracuse Mets, Tom.
That's right. Jason Smorol right there, general manager of the Syracuse Mets. Thank you so much for all you do.
Hey,
We
thank you
appreciate it.
guys. I appreciate the. It's not. I get the credit for it. The staff does all the work. I'm just the pretty face.
Very good, my friend. All right, coming up next, speaking of pretty faces, Mary Thompson's going to stop by. She's the executive director of the Home Builders and Remodelers of Central New York. We'll talk with her next on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.